Hey guys, and welcome back to another super fresh video with yours truly, the voice of reason, right here on YouTube, your vegan network. So let's just get right into this one today, shall we? Hey guys, I am drinking San Pellegrino here because I had something for dinner and it's made me really thirsty. So anyway, I'm going to be drinking that through this video. Today's video is going to be pretty informal, and I just think that the informality of this video is fitting for what I'm trying to do here, which is really to connect with my viewers, you guys. And you guys have been leaving me questions. A lot of stuff was sort of put under the microscope, and I think some things are definitely valid and some things I think just need to be explained properly. And you guys deserve explanations. This is your channel and you deserve that. So I have identified in my comments 12 questions I have here on a computer. So let's get to the questions. The first question is, what's the message of your channel, Plant Eats? I like you, but I'm confused. So this is a vegan channel. If you're new to the channel, then this is a vegan channel. The message of this channel is generally about veganism. It's about one vegan who's living his life imperfectly as a vegan in a relatively non-vegan world. And I try to pose questions. I try to share with you guys some of my own problems when it comes to being vegan, and I try to encourage discussion in the comments where people can feel comfortable sharing their successes and their failures when it comes to this kind of a lifestyle. So that's really what it's about. I like to think that it's a rational vegan channel, and that's not suggesting that all other vegan channels are not rational, but I am trying to sort of take it from a different perspective and try to ask questions that sometimes aren't so politically correct. Next question, Plant Eats, you say Vegan Gains tried to silence you. Didn't he get you subs? Cause his are down and yours are up. Well, I didn't think that was going to be the outcome. I didn't think that he would lose subs over this. I didn't think I would gain subs over it. If that happened, fine. I haven't really been watching those sorts of things. I think we're going to have to agree to disagree here because of the fact that when you have a channel the size of his and you go on and you tell all of your subscribers to go over to this other channel and unsub if you already are, then I think that's a form of silencing. Next question, why do you judge people who give to people with a Patreon account? Okay, so this is something that I've tried to address and maybe failed to address adequately. It's none of my business if you give your money to someone on the internet. None whatsoever. Do I have the right to have an opinion about the general practice of giving to GoFundMe pages or whatever they're called? Of course I do. This is my channel. I have a right to form an opinion of that. I know that's not the most politically correct question or discussion on a YouTube channel. I know that. But if you've been around on YouTube for any length of time, you will remember not that long ago when there was a not so favorable outcome when it came to funding a person on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but some of you can confirm exactly what I'm talking about. There was a promise made, viewers gave money to a person, and then that promise wasn't kept. And let's say the amount was $8,000. Well, that $8,000 was intended to go to animal welfare. And there was no evidence that it did, and there was no way to verify that or account for that. Next question, why did you say Emily hadn't told her viewers she was taking a break? She said in her last video that she was. Didn't you watch the video before making yours? Yes, I did watch the video right around the time it was released, probably the day she released it. I am a regular follower of hers and have been subscribed to her channel for a really long time. And so every 4 weeks or so, 3 weeks, I would go over to her channel to see if she'd posted anything lately, because I don't always get notifications on YouTube. That might be a problem with you guys too, I don't know. And nothing, I hadn't seen anything. And then the last time I went over, it was around maybe 7, almost 8 months that she had been away, maybe 7 months, sorry. And it dawned on me that maybe her decision to take a break had turned into something maybe more permanent. And I wouldn't blame her for that. Now, I didn't hear her say that. It was just a viewer watching someone on YouTube and making a conjecture. I never meant to say that in a disparaging way. I honestly never thought that that would be a problem. I don't really see the controversy to saying maybe she's decided not to come back to YouTube. I hope she does come back to YouTube. I wouldn't blame her if she didn't come back to YouTube. There's a number of reasons. She's done an enormous amount already for YouTube. The mountain of work she has here on this platform probably eclipses all other vegans as far as I know. Her time is valuable and probably better spent in other areas. This is just a viewer making a conjecture. It was never meant to be disparaging. It was never meant to be rude. And if it was taken that way, please accept my apology, but that was never the intention by it. And I think that was how it was being sold. It was being spun as me making things up about Emily. Next question. Don't you think you're being judgmental when you say someone can't be an activist full time? You said in your video that you can only do it part-time. Yeah, I think it is judgmental. I would have to say I think you're right. Next question. Plan Eats, why don't you debate vegan gains? I don't think a debate would make any sense. We're both vegans. And sadly, lately, the focus has been on the differences between vegan channels and not on the 99% of the stuff that we agree with. This is a vegan channel. His is a vegan channel. And I really don't see any point in continuing to be dramatic about all that 0.1% that really doesn't matter anyway. Next question. Are you deleting messages, Plan Eats, in your comment section? I expected more negative comments based on the number of dislikes, but these look pretty good. What's up? Yes, I did delete some comments. It's been pretty nasty in the comment section. And some of the people that are leaving comments, they're not here for any length of time. They were just sort of driving. These were drive-by comments. And excuse me, it's the fizzy water. And the comments were pretty disgusting. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys suggest? I mean, if this were to happen again, do you want me to leave all that nasty crap up? If you do, let me know that. But I just figure there are young people watching these videos, believe it or not. And I'm not trying to shelter anybody, but I just think it's disgusting and gross. I'm a little bit sort of old-fashioned when it comes to that, and I think that you're best to get your point across without a lot of that profanity. That's how, I mean, you can see how I conduct my channel, and maybe it's too much of a censorship for me to be doing that. If it is, let me know. What do you guys think? But yeah, I did. I deleted some of those comments. I deleted a fair number of those comments. Next question. Plan Eats, how old are you? This question came up so often, I thought I have to put it in the list. I'm 51. I hate going on about that, but I am. And I know some of you who have been on this channel already know that. Next question related was, they were saying over on Richard's channel that you're 50. Can you do a skincare video? I probably won't do a skincare video. Sorry, no, I probably won't. But I am coming up with a video on aging and the aging process and some of the things that I do personally, just a personal perspective on this whole thing as I've gone through the decades. So watch for that video. Next question. Why do you hate Emily so much? I don't hate Emily. I'm a longtime follower of Emily. I've been following her channel for years now. I'm vegan. She's vegan. I don't hate Emily. Next question. Why didn't you go to Emily's Patreon page to see that she was in fact doing a lot of stuff outside YouTube? I actually did. I did read it. And I think the point I was trying to make has fallen completely on the floor, and it's being completely overshadowed by other factors here. The question I'm raising here is, and please hear me on this, is it better to give donations to an individual through, say, a Patreon page or a GoFundMe account, or is it better to give to a larger organization? Now, the only thing I'm trying to say here is I'm not questioning whether or not someone on their Patreon page is saying what they're doing. I'm not questioning that. It's a self-reporting process. What I'm saying is if you give to a larger company, then what happens is they're, I believe, automatically subject to an external audit. So as a donor, you have more of a sense of where that money's going to. There are obviously pros and cons to giving to a larger organization, just as there are pros and cons to giving to a smaller group of people or just one person in particular. Now, it sounds like there are some merits to giving to an individual, especially if you have a close connection with that person. And it sounds like Emily is a gold standard for this. Next question, why do you hate vegan gains so much? I don't hate vegan gains. I'm not going to engage in a YouTube channel that's based on hate. That's not the purpose of this channel. I'm trying to be a little bit humorous. I'm trying to see things from a slightly different perspective. Sometimes the combination of those two things falls flat on the floor. It would be wrong for me to say that Richard has no justification for getting angry or responding. That's ridiculous. I have to take some responsibility here too. How I communicate my messages, that's my job. I have to learn to do that better, more effectively. Am I perfectly happy with the way Richard handled the weekend? No, but that's outside my control, and he's entitled to do whatever he wants to do. But I don't hate Richard. Next question. Richard said some really scary things in his video about you. Did you contact YouTube? Yes, I did. I didn't say, the first video I didn't say anything about it. I didn't like it, but you know, this is a free democratic society. Third video, never said a word about it. Second video, the last couple of minutes I just thought were really disproportionate to anything, really inappropriate. And in fact, I talked to a friend and I said, you know, should I report this? I really don't like the idea of reporting a video because I have a YouTube channel and I don't want my videos to be flagged. And my friend basically just said flat out, yes, you have to. You have no choice. This is your responsibility. So I did, and I don't do that lightly. I'm not trying to censor anybody or anything, but I just think that that went too far. And let me know what you guys think. You know, he's entitled to say what he wants on his channel, but I think threatening people, I just personally had a problem with it, especially when it was directed toward me. Next question, Vegan Gains said you used a troll comment to make Emily look bad. What's up with that? Well, there's two things to say here. Number one, yes, one comment that I used turned out to be from someone who doesn't like us as vegans. The second thing is I did not use that to make Emily look bad. In fact, there's an irony to this. That particular comment was used closer to the end when I was trying to say kudos to you, Emily, for finally giving yourself the care, the self-care that you feel you deserve, that we all deserve. And I was just simply saying, right on, this is good. And that particular comment got used aside that. There was never any intention of making Emily look bad by using that comment. Next question, why did you take the video down, Plan Eats? Look, I think my message got completely lost in the video and people got very triggered. It is not a tug of war for me. If a number of people are not happy with something I produce, I am more than happy to take it off the channel. Look, I'm here to produce videos for you guys. That's my responsibility. And you get a certain say in what gets kept on the channel and what has to go. And I don't mean to say if one person is unhappy with a video, then the video goes. But if there are a number of people that think that the video was not a good video, I'm going to hear that. That's my job. I have to listen to you guys. Look, I'm here on this platform as long as you guys want Plant Eats videos. What I'm trying to do more and more of is get to know you guys better, start profiling you in videos, and having you as part of the content. Some of you know I asked you to tell me where you live and how long you've been vegan and any other information you're willing to share. I certainly wouldn't give personal information that would identify you, but as much information as you're comfortable sharing, because it allows me to then sort of talk about you and share your situation. That's one place where I see this channel going to, is having it very audience-centered, very viewer-centered. So maybe I'll finish the video by just simply saying, look, I'm sorry to any of my viewers who may be disappointed in me over the past few days. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but please don't question my intentions. I'm not here to waste your time, and I'm not here to waste my time. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you know sort of the style that I follow in my videos. I do try to be a little bit humorous. I know it completely fails most of the time. And I do try to take on topics that aren't always favored or politically correct. but I'm not here to disparage anybody or to be mean-spirited or to hate anybody. And so I'll close the video there, and I will ask you guys, if you haven't already, start following me today on Instagram and Twitter. The links are down below in the description box. And I look forward to seeing you right back here very soon for another super fresh video.